11 fake dealer value add-ons car buyers should never pay for. When buying a car, dealers often try to upsell you with these various fake value add-ons that can inflate the total cost of your purchase. We'll not only tell you what these fake value adds are, but why they deserve being called a fake. This show is a complimentary show to one of our most famous videos we ever produced, titled 11 Fake Fees. Many of these so-called add-ons we're talking about are very unnecessary and highly overpriced. Dealers love to call this junk value adds, yet they do nothing to add real value to your vehicle, and we'll show you that. Hi, I'm Kevin Hunter, known online for the last 15 years as the Homework Guy. From day one, I was informing customers on a car lot about these tactics years ago, and being too honest about it got me fired. But here I am several years later, still warning the public about worthless dealer add-ons. I want to personally thank dealer owner Scotty for thinking I was too honest to continue working for him and setting me on an all-new journey known as the Homework Guy journey. The amazing Elizabeth joins me now to share these often charged dealer value add fakes.
Here's a detailed look at 11 fake dealer add-ons that you should avoid, and also an explanation as to the reason we call them a fake. Our main reason for calling all this junk fake is that while some of it might seem real to a few of you, the only reason these products exist is for the purpose of car dealers adding to their profits and costing you money with no real standalone marketing potential. Of course, most dealers would disagree with us, and so will their salesmen and finance officers, but we couldn't care less.
Not a bit.
Topping the list of our fake value add-ons today at the number one spot is VIN etching. Here's what it is. Usually, the dealership etches the vehicle identification number, the VIN, or some other number onto the car windows with a super cheap acid etch kit. It's really ridiculous.
So why do we call this a fake? Typically, it costs a car buyer $200 to $500 at a dealership. DIY VIN etching kits are available on Amazon and cost less than $30. And contrary to what dealers claim, most insurance companies don't provide any significant discounts for this service. Why? Well, because it's a nothing burger. And that's why you've been warned. $500 saved. Never pay for it again.
I think I'd go one step further by recommending that you guys tell the dealer, if you etch the windows on my car, I want $500 deducted from the price of my car for permanently defacing the car windows.
Amen on that.
At number 2, paint protection. So what is it? It's a sealant or coating dealers claim is applied to protect the car's paint job, and sometimes they say it's already been done and they can't remove it from the car. Of course, that's a big fat lie, because what they can remove is the charge for something you definitely didn't want. Of course, in many cases, dealer-applied paint protection is no more than a quick application of a very basic sealant or wax, often performed by a very inexperienced worker rather than a professional.
They put it on with a garden hose.
Yeah.
So why do we call it fake? It's often priced between $500 and $1,000. Despite this pricey tag, it's generally super cheap stuff, is often a basic wax application done by untrained staff, sometimes with super advanced tools like a garden hose sprayer. Yes, the truth is that it takes just one rainstorm to make it disappear. Gone as fast as a cheap spray-on wax at a self-serve car wash. If you want them, there are high-quality wax or ceramic coatings put on by professional shops that are widely available and can be purchased for a lot less money. The ultra-cheap wax version that dealers apply is cheaper than the stuff you get at self-service car washes, except that a self-serve car wash wax job can be had for a couple of bucks. In addition to these facts, modern car paint already comes with a warranty. It's very durable and doesn't require this add-on junk at all. You've been adequately warned. Up to $1,000 saved. Never pay for it again.
Coming up on a close number 3 is fabric protection. Here's what it really is. Dealers claim it's an advanced chemical treatment to protect interior fabrics from stains in your car. But just like the paint protection, this is a product typically applied by an untrained kid back in the service department.
Now here's what we call this one a fake. Dealerships charge $200 to $400 for this service. Yet products like Scotchgard, which are quite comparable to what the dealer has to offer, cost under $20, and in just a few minutes can be applied much more thoroughly yourself than a young kid with a spray can. What dealers don't tell you when they sell you this stuff is that most automotive fabrics and carpets installed in vehicles these days are already treated for durability and stain resistance. And believe us, when we say factory stain resistance is many times better than anything the dealer applies. You've been adequately warned. Another $400 saved. Never pay for it again.
Number 4, nitrogen-filled tires. what it is. Dealers claim the tires are filled with nitrogen instead of regular air. Nitrogen-filled tires first gained popularity among car dealerships in the early to mid-2000s. This practice was inspired by the use of nitrogen in professional racing and aviation, where nitrogen offers professional race car drivers advantages like consistent tire pressure under extreme conditions.
Now here's why we call this one a fake. Costs $150 to $300, something that offers next to no real benefit. Keep in mind that regular air in the atmosphere is already 78% nitrogen, and the performance difference is negligible for daily drivers. After all, you're not taking your SUV or your little Honda CR-V out on the Indy Raceway.
Nope.
Refilling nitrogen is inconvenient and often requires returning to the dealership. Cha-ching. You've been warned. Another $200 on average saved. Never pay for it again. Hello, folks. Time for a short break, but I do hope you're enjoying the show. Kevin Hunter, the homework guy here, and I have a question for you. How many times have you dreaded going to a car dealership because you knew you'd face the high-pressure sales tactics we're always talking about, or you're worried about being charged hidden fees and being forced into buying ridiculous dealer add-ons? Enough is enough, right? I don't blame you if you're sick and tired of car dealership nonsense. That's why, after being repeatedly asked, how can we get you guys to help us directly, we launched the only totally hassle-free car buying service available online, and we are way out in front of the industry with the leading return on investment average. We're on a mission to put you back in the driver's seat without the headache. This time, no gimmicks, no games, just honest, straightforward car buying. Besides what Liz and I do on camera here, our team of coaches fight for you inside the dealership. You should know that part of the reason our coaches have a negotiation advantage over you is that they have no emotional attachment to the vehicle you want, and they only negotiate on OTD car prices. You get to skip the added costs of unnecessary extras like fabric protection and the joke known as nitrogen-filled tires and VIN etching, to name a few. And we do negotiate the lowest possible OTD price, so nobody ever has to overpay. If a dealer does demand these products beyond the contract, we subtract the cost off the top price. With our hassle-free car buying service, you'll get totally transparent OTD pricing and all of it in writing. Car buying will actually be fun and stress-free again, just like it was for many viewers who went this route ahead of you. So, never be a victim of a car dealer's head game again and win this time. Visit us online at thehomeworkguy.com and click on Hassle-Free Car Buying Service, found on the pull-down menu in the upper right-hand corner of the home page. If you have any difficulties, text Liz at 701-441-3399 and ask her to hook you up. Now, let's go out and get you a vehicle you want, this time on your terms, hassle-free. Because having one of our professional car coaches negotiate for you is the best way to execute perfectly on your next car deal. There's only one of two things you can say about using our hassle-free car buying service. You'll either be glad you did, or you'll wish you had. For your sake, be glad you did and contact us today. Now, back to the show.
Number 5, window tinting. What the product is, it's a process of applying a film to the windows to reduce heat and glare. Another benefit is that in the event of an accident, window tints can help hold shattered glass together, and it reduces the risk of injury. On the face of it, it might seem like a reasonable option.
Well, here's why we call this a fake. First, just like everything else a dealer does, the tinting applied by dealership is often much lower quality, installed quickly by less experienced workers. You should know that cheap quality tints might look okay at first. They often quickly bubble, fade, or peel within 1 to 2 years, whereas professionally installed high quality tint can last 5 to 10 years or more. For this very cheap window tint, dealerships charge $400 to $800 for applying it. Professional tinting services outside of the dealership usually cost between $150 and $300. Outside of the dealership, you can choose a trusted specialist and ensure better quality and warranty. Again, you've been warned. Another $250 to $300 saved. Never pay for it at a dealer again.
Number 6, anti-theft devices. What is it? The dealer claims that these devices include alarms, immobilizers, or tracking systems.
This is more of a scam than a fake, but it works out to being a raw deal for you.
That's right.
First, the fact that these devices are typically only sold through dealerships indicates their lack of standalone value in the broader car market. Literally, nobody buys these things. You'd never be driving down the road and suddenly say to your spouse, I should pull over at a car dealership and get an anti-theft device installed. Nope, never happened.
Never.
Also, dealerships typically sell anti-theft devices at a markup ranging from $500 to $2,000. For example, a basic alarm system can cost dealerships under $200, but they are sold for $500 to $1,000, while GPS trackers, wholesale cost might be $150 to $300, but they are often sold for $1,000 to $2,000. Dealers who sell these systems never mention that many cars already come with built-in security features. You're spending extra money for nothing. Third-party systems or smartphone apps like Tile or GPS trackers are much more affordable and effective. You've been warned about an even bigger scam this time, another $1,500 to $2,000 saved. Never pay for it at a dealer again.
Number 7, extended warranties. Here's what it is. They pitch it to you as peace of mind, additional warranty coverage beyond the manufacturer's warranty in the event something happens.
So why do we call this a fake? It can cost $2,000 to $4,000 at the dealership. Many cars have robust factory warranties, making extended coverage unnecessary. Always keep that in mind when buying something new. It's a documented fact that a typical extended warranty only pays out 10 to 12 cents per dollar spent, which translates into $120 to $360 in actual claims paid. How's that sound for a $3,000 warranty package?
Not so good.
Also, the number one complaint about extended warranties by consumers is either complete failure to pay claims or extremely slow process of paying claims, tying up the person's car for a very long time. Another big savings right here, $2,000 to $4,000 saved. Never pay for it at a dealership again.
Number 8, specifically gap insurance. And what is it? Gap insurance covers the difference between the car's value and the remaining loan balance in the event of a total loss, like an accident.
Here's why we call it a fake. First, dealerships charge $1,000 to $1,500 for it, while insurance companies often offer it for as low as $30 to $40 per year. You can shop for gap insurance separately and save significantly. Next, dealer finance officers force this product on customers even when they're putting 20% or more cash down. We actually had that happen with somebody where we ran through our hassle-free car buying service. That's a policy that would never see a claim because if it was totaled in an accident, it would be paid for 100% by your own insurance company. Gap would not come into play. Another big savings for you here, $1,000 to $1,500 saved. Never pay for it at a dealership again.
Number 9, key protection plans. What is it? Dealers say it's good insurance for lost or damaged car keys.
Now here's why we say this is a fake. Dealerships charge $400 to $500 for this add-on. Replacement keys from a locksmith or purchase online often cost much less. Check if your car insurance policy already includes key protection because it most likely does.
Number 10, documentation fees. What is it? The long-standing claim, it's a charge for processing your car dealership paperwork. Yet dealers have been long able to charge a retail price for a car instead of a private party price, which is lower, and the fact that they do title transfers, apply for license plates, and register the vehicle is a big part of what justifies the higher price, the retail price.
So here's why we say this is a fake. For several years now, no dealer does the paperwork for you at all. We're talking about title transfers with the state, license plate applications, and vehicle registrations. None of them have been doing any of this for you for years now. Your entire deal is sent out to a data house that does this small task for just $30 to $40 per vehicle. No way should you be paying hundreds or even $1,000 for this. Despite this extremely low cost for the data house, the dealer still routinely charges consumers $400 to $1,000, and some have taken to charging an additional e-filing fee, which only adds insult to injury and came out after dealers started using data houses because it double dips on the document fee. A document fee is often pure profit for the dealership and are definitely negotiable. In some states, dealers are legally required to cap or disclose these fees. Big money saver alert, if you can get rid of a document fee, it's several hundred to $1,000 saved.
Number 11, market adjustment fees. What is it? Additional charges above MSRP due to what the dealer claims is high demand. Literally nobody should be charging a market adjustment on anything right now.
Nobody.
Nope.
So here's why it's a fake. There is zero excuse for this, yet it often adds thousands to the car's price with no current market justification. If you see this with your local dealers, shop around outside of your area or wait for car prices near you to get back in line with reality to avoid paying inflated prices. Huge money saver alert on this one. $5,000 to $10,000 saved. Never, ever pay a market adjustment again.
I just had a viewer contact me and say they were marking up a Kia Carnival by $13,000 with a market adjustment.
That's nuts.
There you go. How do you avoid paying for these fake value add-ons? First, a pro tip. What we've been calling a fake value add-on is proven by booking out any vehicle. If a dealer ever insists that you have to pay for these things, pull up KBB or any bookout service. Never one time does a bookout service ask the question, does the vehicle have paint protection? Does the vehicle have fabric protection? Does the vehicle have nitrogen in the tires? Are the car windows etched on the vehicle? These kinds of questions will never enter into the math of calculating the book value of your vehicle. Never.
And she knows because she books out vehicles for consumers all around the United States.
All day.
Number one, do your research. Understand the true cost and necessity of any add-ons before visiting the dealership. Use resources like the Homework Guy consulting packages, RealCarTips.com, Kelley Blue Book, or Edmunds to determine fair pricing.
Number two, negotiate. Dealers expect you to push back on these add-ons. To do this effectively, see the video that we've done covering OTD negotiations and make sure that you use those strategies. Be firm and willing to walk away if they refuse to remove unnecessary items and cost.
And number three, shop other dealers. Contact multiple dealerships and compare their fees and add-on practices. Look for dealerships that advertise no fees or dealer add-ons. There's plenty of them out there.
Number four, get pre-approved. Arrange your financing beforehand to avoid being pressured into costly extras during the loan process. Many people get these products pushed on them because the finance officer tells them the bank wants you to have this product if they're going to loan you some money.
It's always bullshit.
Yep.
Number five, inspect the final invoice. Review every charge on the car contract before signing. Request a breakdown of any unfamiliar fees or services that you spot.
In conclusion, fake dealer add-ons or things that have been taken to be called value adds are one of the easiest ways for dealerships to increase their profit margins, and they happen most often at the expense of uninformed car buyers. By knowing you should avoid add-ons, you can save hundreds or even thousands of dollars on your next car purchase. Knowledge is power. Don't let unnecessary fees and fake add-ons drain your wallet.
Thanks to all of you out there in our audience for coming back. We greatly appreciate your loyalty. And if you want our direct help in your car deal, like with our hassle-free car buying service, and if you have any difficulty navigating our website, thehomeworkguy.com, you can text us today at 701-441-3399. We will steer you in the right direction. To all of our longtime subscribers, you guys rock. God bless you all. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, home of the only totally hassle-free car buying service, signing off on behalf of the amazing Elizabeth and the entire hassle-free Homework Guy team. Thank you for listening.